We've got notes. I'm your host, Stephen Willis, here to talk about Ole Miss's victory over Vanderbilt 54-21. Basically, it played out exactly as I let you know. If you listen to the podcast during the week, I let you know exactly how that was going to go. We wanted to have one-on-ones so we could win one-on-ones because we have better athletes, and they were trying to scheme it away, and it just didn't matter because they couldn't do it. Elijah Moore got off to a hot start. He started to win one-on-ones, and then everybody started. So 54-21. That is the final score. Ole Miss covers the line. They were favored by 16.5 points. Basically, I want to say this. This was a great comeback game for Matt Corral. He had 2 weeks of very bad performance. There was a trust issue that was going on. This was a nice way to bounce back. Congratulations to him. He went 31 of 34, 412 yards and 6 touchdowns. I'll say that again. He went 31 of 34, 412 yards, 6 touchdowns. John Rice Plumlee also threw a touchdown pass in the game for a total of 7. Overall, it was a nice game. It really was. They played about as well as you can play. 39 first downs for the Rebs. 22 by the air, 15 by the run. There were 7 and 10 on third down. Total yards, 661. Total plays, 79. Remember, we told you tempo was going to play a key into this, and whoever won the tempo battle was going to likely win in the game. And Ole Miss dominated the tempo from the jump. From as soon as it started, they dominated the tempo. They did not score in the fourth quarter, yet have 54 points. So that'll let you know about that. Let's see, running the ball. For 212 yards, a total of 400. I'm sorry, I'm looking at Yahoo stats because ESPN is down and everything about Yahoo is completely whacked out and not intuitive at all. So bear with me a little bit on that. Ken Sills had a nice day for the Commodores, throwing for over 300 yards, but most of his work were on short passes. Now, he did a little bit of damage at the end with the long pass that went for the fumble, but the defense overall played pretty well, actually. I was very impressed. They ended up with, 421 yards, Vanderbilt did. Now, they have a problem with offense, but so much of that was garbage time. You know, Damon Clowney in the game, Cedric Johnson in the game. Saw a little bit of Brandon Mack. A.J. Finley had a nice day, especially in the turnover department. The defense played well enough. Ken Sills made some plays, but a player's going to make plays. He's had 3 weeks to kind of really dig into the video portion of the broadcast. He went 32 of 37. He had a pretty good day. No, he went 31 of 41, excuse me. So, we said that Elijah Moore was too much of a focal point of this offense, and that we were worried about that. In this game, Jonathan Mango caught 6 passes, Braylon Sanders 2, Kenny Yeboah 3, Dontario Drummond 4. If you do that, it's going to counteract Elijah Moore catching 14 passes. It won't be so lopsided. And defenses can't focus on one player. They can't bracket him. They can't do whatever they need to do because all of a sudden there are weapons elsewhere that are hurting them. Jerry and Ely ended up with 95 yards rushing. Henry Parrish with 51. It was a good game all around. Like we said, I think we even named the podcast sometime this week. This looks like a get right game, and it was. This was all about fixing everything and just going with it. Running the ball, they struggled all day long. Their leading rusher had 66 yards on 23 carries. That's an average of under 3. So take away garbage time and everything went as expected. I did say that 14 points for Vanderbilt is the ceiling. They ended up with 21, but that touchdown came in garbage time and it just didn't matter. The game was over at that point and starters weren't on the field. If somebody wants to nitpick that, they can. But Matt Corral had a fantastic mental game playing the position. He played quarterback. He didn't play super athlete. He played quarterback and hit all of his weapons. Jerry and Ely had a good day. Vanderbilt just, they got off balance, and once they were, it was pretty much over. We were such a quick strike threat that it just rolled. It was 21-0 before Vanderbilt really even woke up, before they shook the roast off from their time off. So, Ole Miss 54, Vanderbilt 21, a big win for the Rebels. Next week, Ole Miss is off. Then they get, I believe, South Carolina on November 14th. So I'm looking forward to that South Carolina game and building on this one. The trip back home, back in the friendly confines of Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. And I don't really have anything else. It was a terrific get-right game, and I will give you back the rest of your weekend. Thank you for listening. This has been You've Got Notes with Stephen Willis. Tune in on Mondays at 10, or weekdays at 10, for the Palmcast Around the SEC. Will be out Thursday. And it looks like Friday, we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do for Friday's podcast. We might not be around to do that. But Ole Miss 54, Vanderbilt 21. Ole Miss improves to 2-4. They're actually pretty close to being 3-2 right now. So, or 4-2. That actually happened. But tune into the podcast during the week. We will break down South Carolina and kind of look at what's happening. LSU got their ass kicked today, which was quite enjoyable. And I am going to watch the Mississippi State Alabama game right now because I enjoy public executions. So, tune in Monday and we will start going over all the bye week stuff. We may even touch on a little basketball that's about to start since there is no football game. But thank you very much, and I'll give you back the rest of your weekend.